Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode from Schleifpunkt-TV. Now I'm greeting everyone from the country that doesn't speak German, like America for example, at which this video is mostly directed to. Because I've recently seen a lot of American YouTubers reacting to weird European cars. And I actually think it would be kind of a funny idea to do a video where I just drive around in the German city of Lünen and show you around our regular traffic and what cars we see every single day that the Americans don't get to see. We are doing this video in my 2004 Renault Twingo, a car that I guess 99.9% of all Americans never actually even have heard of. Like, what is a Renault anyways? I mean, some might know them for the Renault Sport Clio V6, and the Brits of course will know Renault, but the Americans, I don't think so. This is a tiny little American city car, and in this one we have really big windows. We can even though it won't be to any benefit, open the roof. But that's not the point of today's video. I'm gonna change the direction of the camera and I'm gonna show you around our German roads. And just another little info before we take off. If you would like to see more about this really weird car, I have some more videos about it, some in German and some where I don't talk. I have a POV review and video over here that you can watch, and then you see how it is to drive a small, weird, French, unreliable, problematic car that you can buy for 1,000 euros. So without further ado, the camera is already in position. I just have to turn it around. Then let's get started. So now here we are. Let's start it up. Car is now started. I apologize for a little bit about the reflection that you can see. Let me just close that window. The car is still a little bit cold, so it will be a little bit louder sometimes, but of course I can talk over it. We are starting here on a parking space next to kind of where I live, and let's have a look at what we can find. We have a Volkswagen Passat GTE. I think you guys don't even have that car in America. It's a hybrid version of our Passat, but a sporty hybrid version. Next to it is the VW Arteon that just gone on sale in America. Let's drive away because I do not want to film some random poor people. This is a really... It's actually a cozy Sunday, but I do not want to push the camera into random people's faces. Here we have a Ford Fiesta in front of us. The old generation that was not available in America. Here, something Americans don't know, a roundabout, and a Dodge Nitro, an American car that somehow made his way into Germany. I don't know how, but well, it is here now, and it's actually driving to the way I want to go. No, it doesn't. All right, but he knows how to use his blinkers. That's good at least. So what do we have here? Because I especially want to show you some cars that you guys don't know about. Like here we have a Peugeot 206. Really an interesting French car. Okay, what do we have here? Another Renault Twingo I see. And another Peugeot. Here on the right we have the same car as I have. It's like exactly the same color and spec. On the left we have a Seat Ateca. It must be. It's a Spanish brand that belongs to VW. Here we have an Opel Corsa. And when I mention Opel, just think about it as Buick or Holden for you Americans. Alright. Another Renault Clio, the blue one. A Peugeot 207, again 206. And a new BMW M2. Pretty radical. Some cool stuff here. VW Polo. A car that also is known in the US. A Mercedes AMG GT53. Some cyclists. Dacia Sandero, a Romanian car. An Opel Corsa, a brand new one. Oh, this is interesting. I need to drive through there. Wait. Fiat Punto on the right, a VW Golf. Here we have a really special car. It's a Volkswagen Amarok. when German brands build a pickup truck. Pretty rare. And Nissan, of course, I think your guys in America know this one. What's it? Must be a Pulsar? Well, alright. I can think of a train station parking space where always a lot of cool cars parked. So let's just drive there. We have a Ford Transit, VW Golf, Opel Astra, Audi A4, the older one. Like, as I mentioned, a lot of cars are of course also sold in America. But like, this is really interesting. For us it's a hateful regular car, but a Mercedes, I think this is an A-Class. What a bad car. Looks like one of these hand vacuum cleaners that you guys have at home. And a lot of cyclists. We have a big problem with cyclists here. Here is a Renault Scenic. Of course, Renault doesn't sell in America. This is one of their vans. Why the hell are the windows open? A Citroën on the right. Like, especially the French brands that do not sell in America are the interesting ones. Because you guys just don't have them. So it's a bit more fun to look at them. Instead of like the boring cars that you all know. Okay, we can go. Time to rev a bit. There we have a Renault Megane coming up. Kia. Oh, here we have an Opel Crossland in front of us. I hate these types of cars, like these little crossovers. A Citroën C1. Like we have, oh, that's cool. Toyota Celica, nice. Suzuki Swift Sport in yellow on the left. Renault Clio, the old one. Like a lot of Renaults, we have a lot of them here, it's nothing special. A Mitsubishi Space Star, also known as the Mirage. Absolute terrible car. I hate it with all my existence. Another Seat. Like, here we can find some interesting stuff. I see. And another Twingo on the left, same as mine. Yeah, Twingos, we have seen 3 of them already, and I see more of the newer Twingos on this parking area that we are going to drive onto now. So here we have a Nissan Micra, VW Golf, VW Polo. Oh my god. Alfa Romeo Giulia. Oh yeah. Nissan Qashqai. And here in blue we have the second generation of the Twingo as a facelift. Really interesting car. Even the it's not a normal one, it's a GT Sport. Really cool. Pretty rare, those things. Skoda Fabia, yeah, Skoda also being one of these European brands. VW Golf GTI, random people walking by. I'm just doing some weird circles on a parking area on a Saturday. Oh, of course. Here we have a Tesla. Yes, Teslas are pretty widely sold in Germany. Not as crazy as in America, but we have them. Let's just say that. But we don't really like them. Yes. Dacia, the black one on the left. VW Arteon shooting brake, really cool. Here we have a Renault Captur, the red one. Another Dacia, the white. Logan. Renault Clio. Something American. And Chevy Spark. Wow, that's a bad car. One of my co-workers has it. It's terrible. It's always broken. And as you can see, not only like the weird cars we have, but in general, the issue with that our roads are smaller. Like, yes, we have some cars imported from America, like some big cool SUVs that some people really want to have. But, well, it's just... I forgot they closed this way. Oh, hell nah. I'm not really in the mood right now for an Autobahn blast, so... Well, we need to kind of turn around, but maybe we can see something more. Mercedes, BMW, VW, the new Golf. It's going uphill, so I need to rev up high. this car is slow. 60 horsepower this one got, by the way. VW Mercedes. Like, of course, Germany is full of German cars. Who thought it? Here is another Seat. An Arosa, I think this is. Oh no, Arona. VW, Skoda, Mitsubishi, Charisma. What a bad car. VW Up, really cool. So, well, for people who don't know the car, it's really cool. For us, it's just a boring, normal car. But, well, who am I to judge? A friend of mine got a VW Up, and it's he modified it a bit. It's pretty cool. Of course, campers, transporters, they're everywhere. And the typical VW bus in white, the T4, I think, or T5. Golf. Like, you will see so many Golf. Like, VW Golf is everywhere. They rule the world. Okay, this road is gonna be a bit bumpy that we're gonna drive on now. I'm sorry for that. But it is what it is. And T3. And oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Wait, I'm gonna cut right now. Okay, so now the bad road ends, so we can do more. And we are gonna drive through a part of Dortmund. Dortmund-Landshut it's called. Maybe you know the city of Dortmund because the famous YouTuber JP Performance lives there. He has his garage and his museum and his fast food restaurant. Of course not in this part, but he's in Dortmund. I live like, I think, half an hour away from him. Ford Ka, Skoda Fabia, Opel Insignia, Volvo C30. My grandparents had one of these, but the older model, not the newer one. A Chevrolet Orlando. I don't know if you even have this car in America, even though it's a Chevrolet. It's such a weird car. I hate it. Audi RSQ8, really cool. Volvo. It just, oh, here we have a modified, another second gen modified Twingo, but not the facelift. Let's just look at this one real quick. This one. Oh, oh, he got bucket seats and a smart, of course. Oh, BMW Z3M Coupe. Really nice. Really rare. It's an amazing car, especially as the M Coupe version. I think this was a normal one, but there is an M. Really nice. Yeah, a lot of Nissan Micros. An old Volvo. Really cool. I mean, you can comment in the comments down below if you spot something cool, but I just see a blue Opel Corsa. And a cyclist. Let's just overtake. Yes. I mean, yes, they even have their own lane here, but it's still way too narrow. Usually here is an Infiniti Q60S, but this one isn't there today. Sad. Mercedes B-Class. Renault Twingo. Another one. I love it. I love this car. It's so funky and tiny. Mercedes Dacia Spring. A little electric car with 50 horsepower. I have no idea how that thing can even move because of the weight of the batteries. I mean, yes, I only have 60 horsepower as well, but, well, let's just do a quick cut and so we are back from bumpy road and back on track. And here we have the Twingo we saw earlier. Cool Mercedes, an Audi A1, an Audi that I think is not sold in America, if I'm not wrong. I actually realized this kind of works like a dashcam right now. Opel Corsa. And yes, Corsa means, oh, and this is a brand new Peugeot 308. VW Up, Mazda 3, Opel Astra station wagon, Skoda Fabia. Like, I just realized that most of the cars we see are not sold in America. Actually, most aren't. Like some, like the Mazda, of course, but others, like, no, actually. What do we have here? Ford Fiesta, Renault Captur, Dacia Sandero, Seat Leon. Excuse me. Oh, a Jaguar F-Pace. Cool. Nothing more really special. Opel, Mercedes, Citroen, Ford Focus, Mercedes E-Class, A lot of more Mercedes on the right and an Audi. And by the way, to all the Americans watching right now, let me teach you a little bit how to pronounce German car names. I mean, of course, I'm currently saying it so that you can understand it. But Volkswagen is Volkswagen, Mercedes-Benz is Mercedes-Benz, BMW is BMW, and Porsche is Porsche. It's Porsche and not Porsche, by the way. Just to get that thing cleared out. And not Audi, it's Audi. Here we have a BMW. Let me just say the German names correctly. This is an Opel, BMW, Skoda, Opel, Mercedes, CLA, shooting brake. Really a weird car though. So many weird creations on our roads. Here we have a brand new Opel Corsa, but the base model with the halogen lights. Really nice bridge with a harbor. I can try to film on the right. Let me just... oh no, that doesn't really work. Okay, you can maybe see the water. We have a big canal here. I'm actually on a drive to a friend of mine right now. But we're gonna see each other again when I found some new cars. Alright, here we have something cool on the left. A modified VW Trent pickup truck based on a van. Opel Mokka. You will probably know this as the, I think, Buick Encore. But for us it's called the... yeah. Here we have a Smart 4.2 in a really disgusting color. And the Peugeot 2008. Yeah. I just realized Germany is really weird. Ford Focus first gen. On the left there is another Twingo. A motorcycle. Another red Twingo there. This is the second gen. Renault Megane Coupe. Really nice car. Mitsubishi Outlander. You guys know this one as well. Like, funny enough, most of the cars that I see right now that are sold in America. Here we have an Alfa Romeo Giulietta, really nice. Most cars that I see that are sold in America are actually SUVs. Well, this tells a lot. Really a lot. But, yes. And this is what I mean. German roads are just that little bit different. Let's just see, maybe here is a 50 km/h lane. Sometimes here cool cars drive past, because actually on the right there is a Mercedes car center. I don't know what's the word for it right now. Renault Laguna Coupe. Yeah, on the right there is a Mercedes seller. You can maybe see it. But we need to drive online. And here you can see a German bus. Let's just take it real quick. Alright, we made it. This is how our bus looks. The white one. I just realized, because I have my wide angle on, that you cannot see directly what's in front of me. But here. This is a German bus. A Mercedes Citaro. Really nice. But this traffic light here is really annoying, so we're gonna see each other in a minute. Okay, maybe I should have filmed what happened 2 minutes right before I started right now recording again. As I just made a joke about how this could actually work as a dash cam. Well, it would have, because I would have had video proof about what happened. I stopped at the red light, because this light is really annoying. It turns red like really quickly. And behind me was a Mark 7 VW Golf GTI with stickers on its back from Albania. Alright, if you see this, maybe I have your number plate on, because maybe you could see him behind me, but I need to look this up. Anyway, maybe I will see him again, because he just overtook me from the right at the red light and then just drove over it and swooped in front of me and drove away in a line that only goes to the left. Welcome to Germany. So in reality he just ran a red light. So here on the left we have a white Citroen C5, really cool. I'm just really annoyed right now. This is annoying. Okay, a Toyota Yaris. You guys had these. Opel Corsa B generation. Here is an interesting car. Old Passat. Not the oldest, but well. A new Audi A1. VW Golf. Oh, a Jaguar E-Pace and a Mercedes G-Class. Cool. I just really realized that every time I mention a car, I can see directly in front of me, but because of the wide angle, it takes some time before you can actually see it on the video. Ford Puma was that grey one, by the way. It's a replacement for the Fiesta here in Europe. Ford is discontinuing the Ford Fiesta, so we're just stuck with the Ford Puma. VW Tiger. God, I hate this car. I hate SUV coupes in general. Why? For whatever reason. Alfa Romeo Giulietta. Cool. Opel Insignia. Like, you can see a lot of cars are repeating themselves because we have like a lot of like the real best sellers here. Mercedes E-Class. Like, this one is like everywhere. And Toyota Aygo X. I think you don't have this in America, if I'm not completely wrong. I think you don't have the normal Aygo even as well. Oh, a Chevrolet Matiz. Terrible car. Every time Chevrolet sells a car here in America, it's always terrible. Here we have an Opel Meriva. God, such a weird thing. Seat Leon station wagon. Like, of course, and a second gen Twingo in copper. That looks kind of cute. So, let's drive off. Maybe you can hear a little bit of the engine sound, that would be cool. Because the Twingo actually has some nice sound to it because it's an old... So my engine is an old naturally aspirated inline 4-cylinder with 1.2... Yeah, it's a 1.2. Sometimes my English isn't really the yellow from the egg. Okay, here we have a Ford Fiesta, the old gen. A Chevrolet Kalos. As I said, every time we have a Chevrolet in Europe, it's a really bad tiny car that is useless. Oh, an Audi A2. That's a sight. Mitsubishi Space Star, for you guys known as the Mirage. And we have someone driving up way too close behind me. So I'm thinking of a brake check right now, but he wanted to overtake me, but of course there was traffic coming ahead, so he couldn't. Please just overtake me, because then I would have it on video. I'ma just let it roll right now. German drivers are sometimes really fucking aggressive. And yeah, come on, overtake me, man. Come on, do it. I see how you drive. It's an old Mercedes C-Class behind me. I really actually want him to overtake right now. That would be so funny, because I would have video proof of that. Here we have a... Is it a Cabrio? Oh, one of the weirdest cars. Here we have a Volkswagen T-Roc convertible. It's such a terrible car. Oh, jetzt now. Yeah, I have it on camera. I have you, man. I have you. Moron. In the 30 zone. Yes, come on. Oh, an Audi TT RS. Yeah, I actually got that on camera. So nice. I'm so happy. Yes. I actually honked because I wanted to. I pointed at the camera because I want to let him know that I filmed him. Is he going to overtake? Oh man, this man is aggressive. Look, he's overtaking the next one, and I got it all. I have his number plate. Oh man, you're screwed. Oh man. That's extremely amazing right now. Man, I should have recorded the Golf GTI. But you see, I drive a small car. Because I have a big... I drive a small car and people can't take it serious. I'm driving a little bit, like 2 kilometers an hour over the speed limit. Like currently I'm doing 1 over. Because I'm a serious... Oh, Mazda CX-3. I'm a normal serious driver. And I think it's so funny when people act like complete morons. Because, especially right now when you have it on camera. It happens to me like every day. But... Oh, another Ford Puma. This is how it looked like. I think you don't have it in America. Really, it's a nice car, but I think it's kind of sad that it's a replacement for the Fiesta. Oh man, I think the Mercedes guy looked into the rearview mirror. I hope he saw that. Okay, here we have a Dacia Duster. It's actually the cheapest SUV you can buy here. I think it's costing like 13,000 euros new. Oh man. Here we have another roundabout for you guys Americans. No, it's a really good concept, but I think it wouldn't actually work in America because your cars are too big. I mean, people with big cars here have kind of problems, but even lorries can drive through it. Old Audi and a red purple Citroen. Really cool. Oh, this is so amazing. I need to save at what minute it was when I'm looking back at the recording. Here you can see another one of our buses coming up at the bus station. There's a Ford Focus. Here. There you can have a closer look. Seat Tarraco. And here we have a bus. This is a German bus. Oh man. People trying to walk over a street. Alright. But well, okay, but before we look at any more cool cars, let's just listen to a little bit of hard acceleration. I might just close the window because here is a 70 zone, and of course I need to rev out my little 4-cylinder. Oh, an Opel Adam, cool. Okay, I must shut up now. I didn't really want to rev it any higher because as soon as you hear the whistling, you know that the engine is hitting red line. And before you ask why, how many revs was this? I have no idea because I haven't got a rev counter. My car hasn't got one. So now we are driving 69. Nice. But well. Okay, so we are now in Brambauer, another part of Lünen. We have an old Volvo here. Dacia, Opel, VW Fox. Like as I always say, we really have sometimes really the weirdest cars. We actually drove past my workplace. Alright. VW Up in red, an Opel Astra, Opel Corsa, Dacia Sandero, another Corsa, two Corsas even, one driving past. Ford Mondeo, Ford Kuga. Like Ford is really big in Germany. A lot of people drive Fords. Alright. Going right. VW Passat. Renault Clio on the left. Ford Kuga. I'm gonna let you know when I see something cool. So I think we have something really extremely weird right here. If that isn't a Daihatsu, I don't know what else. It looks like a Mini, but it's absolutely ridiculous. We have a Ford Focus Estate, first gen. Really weird. I drove one once. Ford EcoSport. Like, actually, dear Americans, what do you think about these kind of weird things on our German roads? Of course, I'm always trying not to film someone. But I'm still proud that I mentioned to film the person who overtook me in a 30 zone. This was amazing, and I think I can do the amazing trick and give this video to the police actually. I was really proud about that. Why do we have a dinosaur here? Oh, Jurassic Park also arrived. VW T-Roc. Do not wonder if you hear some laughing, I just picked someone up. But the video of course oh, here we have a purple second gen facelift Twingo. I think this is the 6th Twingo I've shown in this video, but nevertheless, Renault is... Here we have a Renault Trafic. Yes, that's actually how you pronounce it. BMW. BMW, for those. This is a BMW. Okay, going to the left now. Another BMW. Is that Jaguar here? Yes, maybe you can see it. We have, yes, here. Jaguar XJ. A lot of Jaguars in Germany because they are unreliable. Fiat, of course. Fix it again tomorrow, as we all know. Mercedes A-Class sedan. Terrible. Dacia, Peugeot, BMW. Sorry, I do not want to make fun of y'all, but Seat. I think, have you guys ever heard of any freaking Spanish car brand other than Seat? And oh, we have someone from Great Britain with a yellow number plate here. Hello, dear Mr. Skoda Octavia. You are from England, in Germany. right-hand drive. How can you drive here with right-hand drive? And yes, some people actually import these Japanese cars like the Toyota Supra, and I always think, how do you do this? But well, maybe we see something nice again. As I always mentioned, unlike multiple Renaults that I already showed you that your guys don't have. Yeah, German road bumps. Your guys are complaining. Drive in Germany, you are gonna freak out. Man, I do not want to censor all of these people's faces, but I always think we almost should do... Oh, a Cupra! I haven't showed you this, a Cupra Formentor. It's the sport brand from Seat. Here we have people who, I don't know, just walk over the road. If you do not hang into life as much. Mercedes, Peugeot, all these typical things. And of course the typical German cyclists. Always not caring about the rules of traffic. But right now they do. They actually listen to a red traffic light. I have never ever seen this before. Here we sit now. If we not see each other anymore, I hope you will have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. If I see something cool again, I will let you know.